There with the decibel meter.
He didn't have one. He was obsessed with classics.
Yeah.
So he had an engineer guy with him.
Yeah,
an actual
engineer
decibel
guy.
meter. Yeah.
So
Now I know decibel is a Latin word.
Yes.
But don't worry about it.
And the guy who's measuring the decibel is the European expert in Atlantis, the underwater sea, kingdom. So, you had to deal with strange things. And there was a guy called the Colonel, some guy from the British Army who used to go around Trinity, checking the things. So you didn't have free reign. It wasn't like you could.
There was plenty of support at the same time, because I think it's fair to say, were there not, the gigs wouldn't have happened. And I have to mention in particular as well, of course, once I got to know and started to work with the Vipers somehow ended up with frequent support appearances to a lot of these bands. But one of the most memorable gigs as well, there were two shows with radiators in the JCR. We couldn't somehow get the exam hall, but they could fill the JCR, so they did 2 nights, and then we had the Vipers on both nights as well. And of course, the key to a gig in the JCR was you had to come from the Ents office through the fireplace to get up onto the stage. But one of the best gigs, I have to say, musically, has to be the Buzzcocks with Revolver. And that was, I think I'm right in saying, and Phil can correct me if I'm wrong, but the first appearance by Revolver in the Trinity, who were also brilliant on many occasions. But I still remember after that gig, all the Ents people, the Buzzcocks, Revolver, and Paul Charles, sitting in the dressing room off the exam hall, in shock, in silence. It had been such an incredible gig. It was like the roof lifted off. It was just transformational. Really special.
It actually wasn't sold out, oddly enough. It's a terrible thing to say, but you get the Buzzcocks on and you put them on, and it wasn't full, which was an awful pity. I mean, it was busy.
Yeah.
But people had no money. Dublin was very. We were talking. We were charging 50 pence. I mean, the admission prices were as rock bottom as we could.
We booked the Pistols for the JCR. Pistols were booked, and the deal was we had to charge £1 a ticket. They would only play at lunchtime, and we could only announce it at 9 a.m. And then they just didn't turn up. But they were only going to play the JCR at 300 people, £1 each. That was it. So it was the only band we didn't get from that really top rank that we should have had.
That's right, because every other one of the A list of those early punk bands came down. Ross, mentioned the word revolutionary, and to me, these two people are revolutionaries because they were there. They were young, and they thought, we're going to do stuff. So again, we could go on, but thank you so much to Ian and Ross for.